And as the U.S. Marine Corps celebrates 250 years of service today, one retired Marine in Greenville County is proving once a Marine, always a Marine.
And Fox Carolina's Tori Carmen is showing us why Chris Campos' most important mission is making an impact in our community.
I'm from Easley, South Carolina, and I joined the Marine Corps right after high school, serving as an M1A1 tank master gunner, instructor, and crewman. And after 15 years of service, I retired after combat injuries from Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. And I'm currently an SRO now with the Greenville County Sheriff's Office.
Chris Campos' journey as a Marine began more than 2 decades ago.
I feel like just the other day, I was an active duty Marine wearing camis every day.
What was your why?
I guess I just always felt a connection to the military, and as I got older and more closer into high school, it became more streamlined and detailed of what I wanted to do, and that was being a Marine.
His story matters because veterans like Campos are quietly serving in ways that directly impact your children and neighborhoods. Campos recalls his deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan and how each experience came with its own challenges.
What I had noticed from the fighting in Afghanistan versus the fighting in Iraq, it was very direct and open and I would say more conventional type warfare in Iraq, where we knew, more or less, we knew all the time where the enemy was at.
Spread out, squad leaders, spread them out!
And we were a head-on-head firefight. A lot of the attacks in Afghanistan when I was there was more ambush style, not knowing where they were coming from, not knowing when the next one's going to be, and who really is behind them.
Campos suffered serious injuries in Afghanistan during his last deployment in 2012.
It was from an IED blast, and suffered a lot of nerve damage and mobility issues.
Once back home, healing began, both physically and mentally, but it took time.
It wasn't until it was almost 10 years before I really started seeing the effects that it was having on me, and how what I was processing and what I couldn't process, and looking at resources out there such as here as Upstate Warrior Solution and the Veterans Center and places like that. That's why we offer these programs, to encourage people to come be with your fellow Marines, your fellow service members, and we're here for you. And I think that was important. It was an important time when I kind of realized that there's help out there.
Campos' healing and desire to help others took shape by way of the Greenville County Sheriff's Office, where he served as a school resource officer for the past 5 years.
Every day being in that building with them and them seeing me and having a direct outlet or a connection to come talk to. And it's their first experience they have, for many of them, with a police officer or a deputy.
As the Marines celebrate 250 years, the milestone highlights their motto, Semper Fidelis, always faithful.
We, the Marines, are, we're very important in passing this tradition on, and with a lot of honor and pride and ownership. And we're bonded not just by our friendship, but by our title. And, since 1775 and to eternity, we're going to do this.
From the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan to the hallways of Greenville County schools, Chris Campos proves that a Marine's mission to serve never really ends. It just finds new ground to cover. And sometimes the most important battles are fought not with weapons, but with compassion.
Now, as Fox Carolina's Tori Carmen reporting, now, when it comes to life after service, Campos says there are many upstate resources available to veterans. You can find a list of organizations when you check out this story on our website, foxcarolina.com.